The English national team's official World Cup roster. Let's take a look. These are the notable omissions from Thomas Tuchel's list for the 2026 World Cup. And I know that people are surprised to see that Phil Foden and Cole Palmer are off the list, but I have to say I agree with Thomas Tuchel on this one. Sure, 2 years ago, Phil Foden and Cole Palmer were arguably the two best creative midfielders for England, but truthfully, they're a shell of their former selves. Cole Palmer has struggled to consistently stay on the pitch, and even when he does play, he's been a non factor for Chelsea. In my opinion, Phil Foden's form in recent seasons has been very poor, and he struggled to carve out a role for Man City this season. And sure, people might say, well, you don't know anything about English football, you're not English. Fine, then I'll put it in a perspective that I do understand. Being a Mexico fan, a lot of times I see players with big names get called up to these types of tournaments that leaves off guys that had great seasons and deserve an opportunity simply because they're less marketable. You simply cannot call up players because of their big name profile, and that's the only reason why I could see Phil Foden and Cole Palmer on this list. Where I don't agree with Tuchel is leaving guys off like Adam Wharton, Morgan Gibbs-White, Jared Bowen, and Harry Maguire. Adam Wharton, alongside Elliot Anderson, in my opinion, have been the revelation of the Premier League. Adam Wharton has easily been the best player for Crystal Palace, and he was slated for a big club move this summer. Morgan Gibbs-White has been turning it up for Nottingham Forest as of late, and I would argue that he's one of the main reasons why they're even staying up in the Premier League. Jared Bowen is simply a baller to me, and I think he gives you more than any other winger on the English national team, including Marcus Rashford. And why in the world is Madueke going? And then Harry Maguire. If you're going to say that you're going to bring a guy like John Stones in instead of him, who has barely played for Man City, or bring in a guy like Dan Burns, who in my opinion has similar characteristics to Harry Maguire, I'd pick Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire has been a reference point for the English national team, and he is a player that gives you more offensively going forward late in games. If you need to start tossing balls into the box, Harry Maguire is a very dangerous player in that aspect. And I just want to ask Thomas Tuchel, why in the world is Jordan Henderson on this roster list in the big 2-6? And I also want to tell the people that are complaining about Ivan Toney on this roster list, I think that Ivan Toney deserves to go. Say what you will about Saudi Arabia, but he plays and he has scored over 30 goals this season. What do you guys think about the English national team roster for the 2026 World Cup? And as always, if you want more unbiased football content, make sure to drop a follow.